Hi there. If we haven't met, my name is Brooke Aaliyah, also known in my community as Hippie Lawyer Mom. So I'm often asked, Brooke, why did you start using essential oils or how did you get involved with doTERRA? And I thought I might as well make a quick video and put it out there just so that you have some frame of reference of how I got started and why you're watching me. So I have two kids. I have a son who's 10 and my daughter is 12. When my daughter was I want to say from birth to about 6 years old, she was chronically ill, not with anything crazy, um, thank the Lord, but we were just in and out of doctor offices and urgent care. And I felt like we couldn't get a handle on the situation. You know, she was sick. We would go to the doctor, she'd get medications, we'd go to the pharmacy, and then it would be like a month or two later, and we were doing it again, and we're doing it again. And by the time she reached age 5, I was at a loss, to be quite honest with you. I kept asking the doctors, I don't understand. I don't understand why she's not really getting better. She constantly is just getting sick. And it got to a point where they were wanting to put her on some pretty serious medications that involved breathing treatments and things like that. And I was just like, we need to pump the brakes because I've got to do some research. I'm an attorney, so it's right up my alleyway, right? I needed more information. I felt very backed into a corner, and like her doctors weren't really caring to actually help me or educate me. It was just like, this is what she needs to do, this is what she needs to do. And I started feeling guilty as a mom, like I don't know what else to do, and am I wrong for questioning them? And it was just a very hard time in motherhood for me. So I put a pause. I didn't want to go forward with treatments until I started doing some research, and I just got to it. Started researching long-term side effects of the medication she'd been on already for most of her life. Long-term side effects of the medications they were now wanting to add to the mix, and what that does to her body, what that does to her future health. And I couldn't do it. I needed to find something else, or at least know that I tried before we went down that road. So a good friend introduced me to doTERRA, and I'd never heard of essential oils. I was not very like holistic at all. I know it says hippie lawyer mom, but that came later. I was very westernized in my approach, right? So it was a whole new world for me. So I get it. And I just started with one thing at a time, and researching and introducing them to her. And just flash forward now 6 years of us using natural solutions. And she's been on home medication for 6 years, all of it. And she's only been to the doctor twice. I would have been happy back then if she went twice in 6 months, but twice in 6 years. So, you guys, I get it. I know what it's like to be frustrated. I know what it's like to feel like you don't have any options. And on top of that, I forgot to mention, I just had her retested. And when all of this was going on, she was off the charts for food sensitivities. We had to get rid of gluten. We had to get rid of dairy. We had to get rid of bananas and pineapples. And I can't tell you, her list was a mile long. And I just retested her, and she has none in the high category and only 2 in the moderate, pineapple and asparagus. And all of her others are either not there anymore or they're very low. And it's because we really built up her immune system. So I know what it's like to feel like you have no control. I know what it's like to feel like you have no choices. I know what it's like to feel like you are failing as a mom, right? And to not have your doctors be on your side or really advocating for your child's health. So I am here today because I'm so passionate, because I've walked your path and I'm now standing at the other end. And I know that there's light at the end of that tunnel. So whether this is you or whether it is your children, I get it, friend. I have been there. And I want you to know your stuck is not stuck forever. You do have choices and you do have options. And I am on fire for you to feel better, right? And to live well. So if you are wanting change and you're wanting to live well, you're wanting to live better and you're wanting options, I am your person. And we have a whole huge community that wants to support you in that. So I hope this gives you a little bit of hope, a glimmer of hope, and just know it gets better and better, friend. So if you need something, if you need an advocate, if you need support, if you need a friend to walk alongside you and help you change the way things are going right now, choose me, because I promise you, we can do it together.